Hello there. I hope you're having a good day. For today's video, I picked 3 different types of pantyhose. I thought to make some sort of comparing. So I picked 3 different brands in close shade, which is 10, but they obviously called differently, and one of them is a little bit lighter because I couldn't find the size for me in this one, but still. We have Omero, Platino, and Gabriella. Let's try them out. Okay, let's start with the lighter one. I don't know why, just because it's the only one that has a lighter. Okay, it says it's 20 den. Also, it is size 5, so this is gonna have a back panel. Let's open them up. Of course, I rip it. Ah, come on. Why? It seems like me and packages just not working well together. Okay. Get size 5, I really hope that I won't need to be worrying about, having problems with ripping them. So, as you can see, they got the shirts, and then they're very thin. It looks like they're less than 20 den. Stretchy. Let's try them out. Oh, rainforest though. Alright. This is definitely a lighter shade, but kind of tight on my leg. Even though it's 5, usually, or extra large, just for understanding, usually they are not tight. They're like more light and stretchier. Also, for the understanding, they all supposedly shiny, and we will see how it's gonna look like. And I definitely can tell, not sure about the camera, but I can tell that if you would be like wearing them in just regular days on the day side light, day sunlight, they definitely would be shiny. Oh, you can tell. Okay. Yeah, they are tight. I'm kind of getting nervous. Like, come on. It's size 5. Not being able to fit in size 5 is going to be weird. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. We're good. Yeah, it does have the back panel, so, here it is. There are the shirts. Back panel. A bit of shine to them. You can tell. Yeah, that's nice. Alright. Let's check them out from a different angle. And I'm not sure what type of heels I should wear with this dress, because I feel like it probably would be some just regular non-high heel sandals. But just for the, look of the high heels, I'm gonna put the black ones that I have, which are the most popular one. Alright. Yeah. I don't know if I fit this outfit, but anyways. Let's talk about them. What do we have here? So as I said before, this is Gabriella Classic 20 Dan in size 5 color golden. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the fabrics are 90% polyamide and 10% elastan. We do not have a gusset there, so there is no cotton involved. They have the shirt part, which is also a little bit shiny, but the fabric feels different. It's a little bit thicker and also kind of stretchier than the leg itself. We have a reinforced toe right there. So yeah. Anything else here? Yeah, nothing more here for the information. I bought all of them from the same website, link to which I will put in the description, so you can go and look it up. This website literally kind of specialized on glossy, I guess, and they have tons of different options for sparkling glossy pantyhose like shiny and etc. This is one of the websites that I get my super licitos from. So, just letting you know. Alright. The look, we all can tell, actually is very pretty. I really like the shade. And that it does give the shine. You can tell. You can see it on the camera as well, because I'm checking on the screen here and I can see that as well. So, and I feel like as I said before, in a daylight, it's gonna be even more visible. Alright, they are very smooth to the touch. Really nice and slippery. Okay. I do have a little bit of complaint, I guess, but it's mostly just my thing that I do not like the type of seam that they have on this pantyhose. Like, usually pairs or brands that are very cheap and bad quality have them, and it's just kind of rough on my skin and I feel weird. It obviously can be just because I got the size 5 and they go all the way on the both sides of my butt. So like that might be the thing, but in general, I just don't like that type of seam. They're, like they're not like smooth and flat. They're like kind of rounded, and it's really weird. But aside from that, everything else is great. I don't really have a lot of things to say about this pantyhose. This is my first time ever trying this brand in general. So I would say the first impression is pretty good. Also, all of those pantyhose are not expensive. Like, I was thinking that I want to try some like brands and models that I haven't tried before, but I did not want to spend a lot of money on them. And I thought I can try the cheaper versions and then see if they're gonna be good enough, and then maybe I'll try something else. So here we are. I would say for regular daily use, they are great. Just normal classic pair of tights that you can have for like going out, running errands, and all that stuff. Yeah, they are very smooth. Comparing to the CDRs, I'm just thinking because CDR is the brand that my go-to brand for shiny, mostly for super lucidos, because other pairs are complicated for me with the sizing, but that's not the topic today. Anyways, they are actually feels a bit smoother, to be honest. CDR Super Lucido 20 has this kind of sticky type of feeling when you touch it. It's not bad. It just feels like when you go down with your hands, it's like it's not extremely slippery, if that makes sense. Obviously, if you touch the fabric and fabric, it's super slippery, but when you touch it with your like bare skin, it feels like they're a little bit, yeah, I don't really know another word for sticky in English. I'll need to look it up. But it's just, yeah, this one is like smooth. I don't feel like my hand is gonna like get oh my god, I said that. The traction, I guess friction is not as bad. It's better. Okay. I guess that's gonna be the phrase here. Excuse me, brain is not braining. But yeah, there's not a lot to tell. They look pretty, they are very nice to the skin. The feeling when you put them on, they feel a little bit tight, as you could tell from the very start when I was putting them on. But when they're on you, I feel like they're not that bad, actually. They don't feel like they restrict my movements. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, no. Sometimes you can feel that pantyhose are getting very stretched out and tense in the crotch area. This one, nah, we're good. All right, that's about it for this pair. Let's go to another one. Next one is gonna be Platino. The name is Nacar? Nacar? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm sorry, basic? That was weird. So, Platino, Nacar. Oh, it's probably a translation. Anyways, basic, they are 15 then. Color, Dakar, size 5 or extra large. It does not tell me if it has the back panel, but it does tell me that it has the reinforced toe. I think that's what it means. Anyhow, let's get to it. Let's try on. Alright, this is definitely my darker color. I kind of start to like tan shades of pantyhose. Alright, we are sheer to waist and we have a back panel here. I'm starting to like darker shades. I don't know why. Obviously black is one of the classic ones. But before I always like nude more, and now I feel like this contrast that the tan gives with my skin is actually pretty cool, you know. So like, I don't know, just starting to like it. So they are 15 then. Oh Jesus, I don't have long nails, but I'm still very nervous because 15 then is already so thin, usually very scary. They are not as tight as previous one, so I just hope I'm not gonna rip it. That'll suck. Alright, let's gentle. I gotta learn how to slow down with that stuff because I definitely like to put the nylons on fast. Oh my god. Tight. Okay, here they are. To be honest, it kind of feels like they are more invisible on my skin than the previous one, but it might be just because they're 15 dan instead of 20. they have less shine to it, I think. Like, even like when you look, I mean, I can tell they're a little bit, they reflect the light, but I don't see those, you know, like shiny lines that usually would go when the pantyhose or tights are like made to shine. Just a bit, I guess. There's also a thing that I noticed, that sometimes the darker the shade of the pantyhose or tights, the less shiny they will look. For whatever, well, I mean, for whatever reason, huh? I think it's because, you know, the darker colors actually absorb the light as they're reflected, so it kind of makes sense. But then it's a little bit sad. Well, anyways, they are still pretty, looking nice. Let's do the modeling and then talk. Here we are. I kind of think that, so when I look at myself on the screen right there, they look really good on my legs. You can kind of tell that there is a little bit of difference between the shades when you know, kind of compare it to my skin, but in general, what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't give a lot of difference, even though it's pretty dark. When it's packed, it's like super dark tan, but it looks nice. I think it might be because it's 15 then and you can like see more of the skin underneath, but it still gives the shade. Anyhow, let's get to it. Let's see what we have here. Alrighty. So, as I said before, it's Platino, basic. It doesn't say tights or pantyhose. Oh, it says pantyhose. Okay. Yeah. Color Nacar or Nacar. I'm not sure. 15 then. They have 82% polyamide and 18% elastan. They do have a back panel, which we already figured when I was putting them on. They are sheer to waist. They have the reinforced toe. That's the facts. Okay, let's get to judging. Again, this is the first time I'm trying this brand. I've heard about that quite a few times, but I just never actually considered to try it. A lot of times it's hard to get some brands or get your sizes for some reason when you live in US. I don't know why, but obviously Europe is more progressive with pantyhose industry. I don't know if I built this sentence right, but what I'm trying to say is that one is much easier to buy brands if you live in Europe or closer to the continent, at least, like if you live in the kingdom. Okay, then second is that you don't have to pay for shipping that much, so like this is a problem, to be honest. And I feel like you guys in Europe have a lot of like physical stores where you can just go and buy things on. And like here, when I tried to look up some United States pantyhose or tights, hosiery in general brands, this is very limited, and a lot of times they have really low reviews, which is not, you know, not encouraging to buy that. So here we are. But yeah, let's talk. So they are very smooth. I feel like a lot of shiny or sparkly or what, no, sparkly is not the right word for it, because sparkly is probably going to be one that have lyrics in them, or the one that will have like red stones or whatever they called, you know, like the little stones around. So this is not sparkly, this is shiny. I just keep saying this word and it kind of feels weird that I'm just shiny, 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 shiny in every sentence. But they are. What I was trying to say is that mostly I feel like the fabrics in the pantyhose and hosiery in general, because I'm pretty sure there's stockings that are made that way as well, that they will be smooth. I don't think that fabric that can shine on the sun is gonna be rough. Pronunciation. Excuse me. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say the same thing about the next pair, that they are smooth. They are. I really like the look. I don't know, like sometimes you just fall in love with the way it looks on legs or like on the skin in general, and this looks really good. I feel like it would be nice for encasement as well. They are pretty soft and they were not super tight on my legs, so I feel like this fabric is nice, but also gotta consider that a lot of times the lower denier kind of feels softer and stretchier, but then it rips way faster than even the twinning down, to be honest. They didn't have shorts, as I said, which kind of feels weird for some reason. The previous one had the shirts in there, and it felt really nice in the meaning that they were just sitting there and I could feel the shirts are holding and everything. This one is a little bit weird. When I put them on, it felt like it was twisted on the upper part, so I don't know. Where's the line? Yeah, this one has the seam that I do like in pantyhose. It is flat, so it doesn't feel weird on the skin when you wear them. I cannot tell if they're gonna slide down, to be honest, because I think a lot of people know that when you wear pantyhose, pretty often they tend to kind of slide off and then your crotch area kind of moves lower to your knees. Obviously not that low, but like it's getting closer there, so you have to pull them up. So I don't really know, because I never wore them before. I feel like maybe when I actually have more experience with this model, let's say, because I know a lot of people like this brand already, once I have more experience with this model, I will be able to tell you how good they hold. But anyways, pretty smooth, soft, and I'm just now curious, like, I don't know if we try to compare. It definitely, the 15 then feels way softer, though this is just a little number difference, but yeah, we're good here. Let's move to another one. Another one is Omero. I really hope I pronounce it right. Here we are with our Omero. If I understand right, the model called Beauty 10. I do not know the name of the color. Maybe 10 is the number of the color. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not do a thorough research on the website. Anyways, They are Italian, so a lot of stuff in here are hard to understand. Okay, let me see. Okay, found English. We'll get to it later. Excuse me, let's get to the try-on. Alright. Oh, look at that. This is cute. They give you instruction how to put them on. Wow. This is actually the first time I'm seeing... oh, not the first time. Noosh had that too. They had a little instruction in the bag for how to put them on, right? That's very interesting. And they have it in, I think it's Italian and in English. Sweet. I'm gonna check that out. I mean, I know how to put them on, but... Oh, you know what? Maybe 10 is a denier number. I have an issue because I kind of get used that all the information are on the packages, and now this new brands that I'm getting, they don't see that, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Where do I look for it? Because I thought that, well, from the late few reviews, most of the information was already on the package, so, like, come on. But this is just new package. Okay, so this is sheer to waist. We do have a back panel, which is a little bit different. I am gonna show to you how it looks like here. I decided that to stop doing a hand close-up because most of the times if we're talking about regular, like classic pantyhose without any type of like patterns or supernatural, non-usual things, then it doesn't need to be done because you're gonna see it on the leg later. So for that type of stuff, I probably will just do the picture and just show it, the close-up picture. This is the first time I actually see something like that, and oh my god, the waistband is very cute. It gets some patterns on it. Okay, I'm gonna show it right now. Now, let's put them on. Okay, they're 10 denier. That was definitely the number. They are sheer. They have, wow, well that's interesting. So they don't have reinforced toes on top, but a little bit on the bottom. That is new. Never seen that before. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. The picture looked like that as well. Okay. Let's try them and be very careful. Also, this is extra large. Because I thought I would rather go higher and be less worried about ripping them. So the instruction actually tells to put feet in. Oh no, shows almost like I do. Get to the knee and then pull it up. Yeah, we're good. Professional. Anyone want to take lessons on how to put the pantyhose on? I definitely am cutting out my nylon dents because that's weird. But okay. Oh my god, they're so thin. I don't really have a very good relationship with thin pantyhose, so wish me luck in here. Alright, let's get up and just very carefully put them on. Oh, please. Oh, please. Please. Oh. Oh, there was a part of the dance. I'm just kind of trying to, as I said before, wiggle my way. Okay. We're good. So yeah. There it is. The waistband got this really cute pattern in it. And here's the result. Cute. I kind of realizing now that I tried 20 Dan, 15 Dan, and 10 right now. A bit silly. Na, 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 na. Hey, shall we do the modeling from a different angle? Let's get to it. Alright, here we are. Yes, you cannot really tell you cannot really tell that I have them on, but I feel like you guys can see the line of the shine, which is good considering that we're trying them on and also trying to see if they actually have the shine to them. Alright. Let's talk. So I feel like this one probably the stretchiest, and it was the easiest one to put on because I feel like you can also, not because, I feel like you can tell that they were the easiest because I didn't have to cut out the way I put them on. But yes, they are nice. The smoothness is different. Unfortunately, I want to say that they feel like they are a little bit lower quality than the previous two pairs. It might be just because they're Tandan, but at the same time, I think about Calcedonia and Denier, just regular classic pantyhose that they have there, and they don't feel that way. This reminds me of this sheer. I'm not sure how many Dan it was. It just like super sheer, probably 10 or lower, from Menzi, which is terrible on skin. I really hate that feeling. So the feeling on the skin is meh. When you touch them, they are pretty smooth, but at the same time, it feels a little bit rougher, I guess, than the previous pair. You can like kind of feel the loops of fabric, if that makes sense. Then when you touch your legs together on in the previous pairs, it still was pretty smooth. This one, too much traction. Sorry, that probably was really weird. I do not like that feeling. So I would like not want to move a lot if my legs are touching together. I'm not a fan of that type of feeling. But they look very pretty. They are stretchy. They have the back panel. I was so surprised about the waistband look and the back panel. It's very unique to me. I never seen anything like that before. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are brands who do that too, but I just never actually, encountered them. But anyways, this pair is probably gonna be the worst for me because of the feeling. The look in each of them is great. The feeling is different. Also, let's get to the materials because I'm like kind of skipping that part. Yeah, here. So, 10 denier, extra large. It says invisible seam and it shows us the toes. So, as I told you before, it has a little reinforced part on the bottom, but not on the top. Let's read what it tells us. Beauty tan. Pantyhose. Tan Dan sheer ultra made pantyhose with Mobilon 3D Mobilon. Hard 3D fiber that gives a makeup effect to legs, making them look exceptionally made and natural. Embroidered panty cotton gusset. What? Sheer to toe with invisible seam under the foot pant. Foot pant? Foot plant? Sorry. Okay, so they say that this part that looks different on the back panel is like a cotton. Wow, that's interesting. Alright, the materials are 79% polyamide, 20% elastone, and 1% of cotton. That's interesting. Alright, well, they are... Okay, so let me tell you good stuff. They are very nice looking. I have no... I don't have any bad, like, thoughts about the look. It's awesome. It's funny to me, it says that they supposedly matte, but I can see a little bit of shine, but it might be just because they're so thin that my skin kind of reflects the light, and maybe that's why. Because I wouldn't say they are matte. Matte. Pronunciations. You got me. They're pretty comfortable on the waist part, and the seams do not feel weird. You know, on the, like, the back panel part and front, they are flat, which I like, as I already said before. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna show you the part about the toes that it says, because it's kind of hard to see it from the top. You're gonna need to see it from the bottom. And I'm very surprised and nicely surprised about this little thing in here that tells you some story and gives you information how to put your Omero pantyhose, how to take off the pantyhose, how to wash them, and how to store. It's just so cute. I don't know. I feel like it's very sweet of them. Alright. That's the third pair. Okay, we're here. We're wrapping it up. So in general, that was a pretty good experience. First time trying all of this, and I feel like I would probably go for another shades with them, just for a regular daily wear. As I said before, am definitely more into 20 Dan, 30 Dan, like a little bit more opaque pantyhose, in the meaning that they are more durable. Because I am a pantyhose destroyer. Okay? So I need something durable. And it's not that I'm not careful, even. I can carefully pull them up and they just rip. I don't know. My skin is very dry sometimes. That creates a hole. It gets caught on my dry skin and it just... And we got a hole or a run or whatever. Sad. But, and I know, there are gloves. I've seen them. Sometimes brands send you a pair of pantyhose or tights and the gloves together. To be honest, I never tried them, but I do have a problem when I wear any kind of gloves in general. It feels really weird in my hands, and I always get tangled in fabrics and materials whenever I have to touch them or like pull them or whatever when I wear gloves. For some reason my fingers are like, oh, we're retarded now. We can't really do nothing anymore. Let's not work anymore. So like I don't really want to try that because I feel I'm gonna get really upset and mad and just rip pantyhose just because I'm freaking out. Anyhow, yeah, I did not realize that. It was a little bit funny to me that we did 20 Dan, 15 and 10. Out of all of them, I probably would pick 15 Dan from Platino because I would give them a highest rating probably for this out of this three, because when I put them on they didn't feel very tight and I was not super stressed about ripping them. They are nice to the skin, both when you put them on and when you touch them, so like skin on the leg and skin when you're just trying to run your hand and up and down. When you move, when you like rub your legs together like this, they feel smooth still. Nice looking, awesome. They don't really give a lot of shine as I said, though they claim to be shiny, but anyhow, still looking awesome, right? Very pretty. Then the second place is gonna be Gabriella. Well, because in general they actually possess all the good qualities except the seams that I don't like, but that's about it. Yeah, they were a little bit more stressful to put on because they feel tighter on the leg. I feel like they got a little bit of compression in there, but then they still fit me, and they look good. They have a lot of shine to them. Obviously 20 Dan, so they're going to be a little bit more durable, and I do like the shirts there. I don't know, I just feel like they make it a little bit more comfortable wearing those. And also when you feel that the tightness kind of ends where your butt starts. So like you don't feel that you're just getting sucked in all the way everywhere. Unfortunately, the last one I tried, the last place for me, because we already discussed that, because I don't really like the feeling when you touch and when you rub them. And I'm very much worried about it being way too thin. But I do really like the fact that they give you a little information about stuff. But that's like more about the brand than the model. Because sometimes you can buy a pair of pantyhose or tights or stockings or body stockings or bodysuit from the brand and they will not be nice. And then you try another model of the product from the same brand and it can be awesome. So it's just probably the thing about the model itself. It doesn't really have anything to do with the brand. I cannot tell that it's bad or anything because this is the first time I'm trying them and I got unlucky. Got this nice looking bad feeling type of pantyhose. Oh well. Experience. We're trying, because I thought it would be more interesting if I try something that I haven't tried before and also maybe brands that are not very popular around, so we can like learn about them and stuff like that. So yeah, this is it. Also the good stuff, they're not very expensive, so I feel like this is good. Like technically, even though this pair is not very pleasant to me and not the top one, I still would probably buy them if I would be like desperate, and that would be the only brand and model I can pick out. And I mean, if you feel like you want to wear them to kind of destroy them, or you know that you might get into a situation like if you go to the concert or something and you don't want to feel super hot but you still want to wear something, 10 Dan is a good option, and I feel like if they chip you will not really be worried about that. You rip them. So each pair can be used in different situations and circumstances. So yeah, go for it. I would say try them on. Maybe you will be okay with that feeling. I don't know. It's just my own opinion, because a lot of people have different sensitivity levels, I guess. So for some it might not feel the same way as it does to me. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna drop the links in the description. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one as well, even though it was just the regular classic colors. But it was the new brands for me, and I'm kind of happy that I'm getting that, how to say that I'm getting the chance to explore more, because I feel it's more fun when I can share my thoughts with someone than just to try it and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like that. I like yupping. I think you can tell. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll have good morning, evening, day, night, whatever time it's your place now. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, and don't forget to drink enough water. See you next time.